give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
What is going on, everybody? This is Taylor from the PRN Big Racing Network, and today we welcome you to Texas Motor Speedway. We'll run another Texas World 500 here at Fort Worth, Texas. Last week at Richmond, we seen a very... I forgot what happened at Richmond. Yeah, I forgot what happened at Richmond. Yeah. Let's just go to our starting lineup. Once again, pole sitter will be Kamikaze Games in the 6. He will start alongside Jeffrey Nix. Anthony Finch will start alongside Recency. Jordan Forbes will start alongside Luke Burgowski. JJ Overberg will start alongside Connor Patrick. Rashad Freeman Jr. will start next to Tiger Morris. Beth Jordan will start next to Face Valiant. Hatch Catchy will start alongside Andrew Zimmerman. Robert Lucas will start next to Parker Thompson. Sweet Potato will start next to Johnny Norton. Harold Davenport will start alongside Nicholas Wilkinson. Murray Harmon will start alongside Tano Mako. Jim Thomas will start alongside Swimming Pool. Jeffrey Davis will start alongside Tip Foster. John Darby will start alongside Aaron Daves. Marcus Nelson will start alongside number 1 Joe Powell. John Sludington will start alongside Murray Harmon. Derek Foster will start alongside Caleb Arnold. Andy Webb will start alongside Ricky Martinez. Cameron Holbrook will start next to the driver who's making his final appearance in the Piston Cup Series, No Drog Evs. He will be replaced by a driver that will be announced next week at Canadian Tire. Barry Slumobile will start alongside Anthony Lopez, and in the final 2 positions is Kevin Barnett and Vitaly Manning. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and let's get this race underway. It's going to be a crazy battle here. So we are going to go 85 laps. Will we see cautions? Does cautions brew cautions? Will we go green the rest of the... Will we go green the entirety of this race? Highly unlikely. Kamikaze Games starting from the pole yet again, but has yet to find any sort of luck finding victory lane. Can't even finish in the top 5 half the time. So he only has a good qualifying car, but his racing car is just too terrible to race with. But nonetheless, Kamikaze will once again wave us to the green flag once the pace car rolls down pit road. We have a lot of chase contenders up at the front. Got Jeffrey Nix, Recency, Luke Burgowski, Jordan Forbes, Luke Burgowski, Connor Patrick, and JJ Hoferber up in the mix in the top 5. Top 5? Yeah, top 5 rows. And Anthony Finch at Kamikaze up in the mix as well. Anthony Finch has a win, I believe, somewhere in the neighborhood. So the pace car is going to take left turn down pit lane, and we are set to get green in the Texas World 500. We're off and running here at Texas Motor Speedway. Green flags waving. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing. I tried to do it the whole way. Oh well, I failed. And automatically, Jeffrey Nix takes the lead as Kamikaze Games is having some troubles trying to get off of the... Try to get into the gas here. Already Kamikaze having issues. He's holding up a bunch of contenders in the chase. He's dropping like a rock. He has fallen outside the top 10 already, but Jeffrey Nix is going to give us the first lap led of today. He's going to lead the first lap, and there's Anthony Finch in second. Recency trying to make a move for the second position. Kamikaze Games fallen tremendously. Let's go find that 6 car. Yes, he is falling. He's fading fast. We're in the cockpit view of this car. Looks like nothing is wrong with the car. He is just relatively slow. He's going maximum of 174 through that corner. We will look on board with the leader here coming to this corner. He's going 180 something through that corner. Kamikaze is not even hitting 180 in that corner, so Kamikaze Games is gonna fall. Oh, Joe Powell is around. Second week in a row, Joe Powell gets involved in an accident, but that will keep us green as we go on board with Recency trying to take second. He went on board with Joe Powell, and he was in an accident. Let's go on board with that one car. Let's take a look back and see what actually caused that wreck. Let's find that one car real quick. The issue starts here. Looks like he's just trying to come down low, and he just gets tagged by Kevin Barnett, and a hard hit to the inside wall, but somehow we stay green on that. But in any case, we'll take it back up to the front of the field, where this is with Recency now. Once again on board with the 28 car. Trying his hardest to stay out in front of the field. It's Jeffy Nix holding the Ford in first. Jordan Forbes is in 4th place. Luke Rogoski in 5th. Rashad in 6th. And there's a big battle for the 7th spot. Beth Jordan trying to take these guys all in on the outside, but single file throughout the top 5. Surprisingly, we have gone caution free after the incident with Joe Powell. Recency is going to be trying to make a move for the 2nd spot. He's going to go side by side with Anthony Finch in turns 3 and 4. And so far after the start of today's race, we have not seen many battles for the front. Many drivers are still in the back of the field. Jeffy Nix in the lead by about a car length and a half over Recency. Jordan Forbes trying to gain positions. Anthony Finch just blocked his nose. Going into 3 and 4. Kamikaze has fallen from 1st to worse and 41st. Not a good day for that 6 car. Not a good day whatsoever. Side by side, Jordan Forbes and Luke Brogowski. Jordan Forbes has been working hard this year trying to get a good position in the chase this season. He's got a win under his belt at Charlotte. Now he's staying up in the top 5, so that's being good. That's some good news for that 5 team as he's looking to get a chase championship. That 6 car is not having a fast car whatsoever. Beth Jordan in the mix here since we have a big battle for positions here side by side for several rows. Canadian Tire looking to be a great track for next week's race. We are hoping that it's going to stay incident free. I would say caution free, but new road course rules, we stay caution free the entirety of the race, no matter how big the accident is. Once that pace car goes down pit road, it is nothing but the race. We're keeping an eye on the battle back here. We're just keeping an eye on Beth Jordan. There's battles everywhere on the track around Beth Jordan, and not so much from front. But Recency has caught up to Jeffy Nix, so we'll go on board with Recency yet again. Try and see if he could take away the 1st place spot away from Jeffy Nix in the 20. Getting to his back bumper, they're going to be side by side down the front stretch. The tri-oval. It looks like Recency's going to back off a little bit on that one. Battle for 3rd as Jordan Forbes is trying to increase his position. get third away from Anthony Finch. Anthony Finch hangs on the outside down the backstretch in turns 3 and 4. Jordan Forbes is still going to have the 4th spot coming out of turns 3 and 4. Rashad's in 5th, Luke Brogowski 6th, Hoferber in 7th, Befstrom in 8th, Robert Lucas in 9th, Tiger Morris in 10th, Nicholas Wilkinson in 11th, Hatchkatchu in 12th, Ray Harmon, Michael Norman in 13th, Invasive Alien 14th, Parker Thompson in 15th. Connor Patrick had a great start, but after being held up by Kamikaze Games has fallen back to outside the top 15. It's just not a good day yet again for that 88 team. There's Joe Powell. Not so sure if he went down to repair his damage or not from what happened earlier. Kamikaze Games being the slow car that he is always. Can never have a car that can run up the front. He always has it to get the pole, but never to actually compete up at the front with the big boys. Got some battles here. Jeffy Nick still hanging on to the 1st position. I'm terrible with my cameras today. Recency trying to chase down Jeffy Nicks, but right behind him is Anthony Finch. Jordan Forbes on his tail trying to take the 3rd spot away. Not really wants to commentate about. Rashad Freeman Jr. is up to the front 5, but it's all been single file. 70 laps to go in today's race. What will happen? Jeffy Nicks leads all 15 laps, but will he lead all of the rest of them? We'll find out after this commercial break here. You're watching the PRN Big Racing Network, live from Texas Motor Speedway. Welcome back to the Texas World 500 here from Texas Motor Speedway. Jeffy Nicks and Recency still 1 and 2 battling for the position. No moves have been made yet for the lead ever since the drop of the green flag. Jeffy Nicks looking to lead all 85 of today's race at Texas. Next week we take it to Canadian Tire. And that's going to be a fun road course to run on. Road courses are usually the best kinds of tracks to run on. We see Recency making a move for the lead yet again, but no. Lets out of the corner and turns 1, and Jeffy Nicks still hangs on to the lead coming down the backstretch. Top 5 all single file. Hopefully with the chase standings that it would make drivers a little more competitive to stay up at the front of the field and try not to be too aggressive. But we've seen a mistake by Kevin Barnett and Joe Powell earlier in the race that caused Joe Powell to get turned around, and it would not bring out a caution for some reason. It would only hurt Joe Powell, not so much Kevin Barnett, as Kevin Barnett really didn't get much damage out of that crash. Jeffy Nicks still holding the fort down over Recency. The front 2 have been really quiet this season. Recency being one of our more popular drivers at the start of the season. Either that or Hoferer would be the most popular driver of this season so far. But ever since his win at Dover, where he finally won, just hasn't found much success like he wanted to. If he could get past Jeffy Nicks, he may be able to have that successful year that he's been looking for. Drivers are battling it out through the field, through the back on up. There's Joe Powell, Fitzley Mano, Barry Sloopmobile, Johnny Norton. Errol Davenport's having himself a bad day. Kevin Barnett's up in the mix. Aaron Daves. Swimming pool. No drag Evs will be making his final appearance in this race. Not doing so well for the 25th machine. Anthony Lopez. And a lot of other drivers up at the back of the field. I have not seen that 6 car. It looks like, I know that 6 car came out of pit road somewhere. So I don't think he's on the track anymore. There he is. Yeah, he's still he's relatively, I think he's alright now. But he is, whoop, that's my mouse. But he is being shown about a couple laps down. So it's not good for that 6 team. Oh, I back up to the front of the field. It's quite the battle for first. Just too bad no moves have been being made for the leading spot. The gap hasn't been increasing. It's just relatively stayed the same. About a little less than a car length to a car length and a half of a gap. But it's easily closed down by recency. These 2 drivers in the chase so far, one of these 2 would look to be a real big threat to the championship. Maybe Hoferberg would be another threat, considering he is locked into the chase, considering nobody could get 4 wins like what Hoferberg did. Like I said before, the chase drivers are looking to work their tails off all chase long. Recency putting the bumper to Jeffy Nicks. He's been doing that all race, trying to intimidate him, but he has not had much luck trying to get up to the lead. Since nothing's going on, we'll take another quick commercial break here on the Pigs Racing Network, live from Talladega? No. Texas Motor Speedway. Will be back in a couple of moments to bring you more action of Texas World 500. Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway for the Texas World 500. Jeffy Nicks leads over Recency. Slowly but surely, Recency's catching up to Jeffy Nicks. We can never make the move for the first spot. It is just these 2 drivers battling for the front as many drivers battle behind him. Hoferberg being one of these drivers trying to get up to the 3rd spot. Look at the battle right now. See right here, we'll go on board with Beth Jerton. Did a good glimpse at the action at the front of the field. It is single file throughout most of the top 10. Coming down to 50, a little less than 40, well actually a little less than 50 something to go. Beth Jerton still in the chase for this year. I would highly doubt Beth Jerton would not be a favorable person for the chase. Between him, Recency, and JJ Hoferberg, those 3 have to be everyone's favorite drivers, unless you're yourself. Beth Jerton has been a quiet one these past couple of weeks. He's not been up at the front most of the time. He's just hanging in the back top 10 and just scooting around some cars and just laying in the back. With these guys, the strategy, I believe, for the drivers that are trying to increase their chances of getting into the chase, they would love to save their stuff for the remaining 16 races. Just over the next 10 races, every single winner will be in for the chase, including this one. Because at the beginning of race 30, that will be our starting chase race. Left turn, just trying to look for much more success than many of these other drivers can. Please, for the other drivers that haven't made it into the chase up to this point, they are in desperate mode. They are trying to get. They're desperate for a win. They are desperate for the chase. Once Homestead rolls around, it'll be one hell of a race for the chase contenders. Still nothing has been going on up at the front. Top three are all close together. Less than a quarter of a car length. Pit stop should be coming up here shortly. Around the halfway point, these guys would have to go down, take some tires, see what they can do for the rest of the race. Get some good pit strategy off these and you'll be fine. Recency has lost second to Rashad Freeman Jr. Rashad's now looking to do what Recency couldn't do and take first away from Jeffy Nix. Jeffy Nix has been dominating. Jeffy Nix is dominating this race so far. Can Rashad Freeman Jr. or Recency overtake Jeffy Nix? So Rashad Freeman Jr. is going to go to the inside of Jeffy Nix. But he lets off the same mistake that Recency keeps making whenever he tries to make a move for the lead. Rashad Freeman Jr. still hasn't gotten the lead just yet, but he's back up to his bumper. Once again to his bumper, now trying it yet again. To the inside. And still lets out. Either Jeffy Nix has a good car to launch outside on the outside line, or these guys are just letting off. Either way, it's costing them time. Battle is getting pretty intense, but it's starting to calm down yet again. We are about to hit the halfway point in this race. Jeffy Nix has led all of the laps so far. Rashad Freeman Jr. has yet to chase down that 20 car. Rashad Freeman Jr. has yet to make the chase. And he's tried his hardest to get into the chase with the win today. He'll be one of the drivers that'll be locked into the chase, which will be nuts for a first-time winner, making his first win at the right time. Sean Freeman Jr. yet again to the bumper of that 20 car. Does he have enough to get the lead yet again? Nope, he does not. He backs off yet again in this corner. Recency had to let off a lot so he didn't get into the back of that 71 car. Sean Freeman Jr. is trying his hardest to get out to the front, but it has not been lucky. It has not been any sorts of success for any of these drivers trying to take away the 20 car's lead.
Don't see anybody going down pit road just yet, so we still have a couple more laps till pit road. It's been a pretty quiet day in this race so far. Sean Freeman Jr. and Recency yet again to the bumpers of each other's cars. Sean Freeman Jr. just sticking it to single file for now. Then will he try to make another move? But he may have to start using the outside line to make his moves. I'm just my opinion. Jeffy Nixon first, still dominating the entirety of this race. Nothing much can be said about anything today, other than challenges for the lead have been common, but they have not stuck with anybody just yet. Recency starting to try and take back his second position, but will that happen? Oh, they're pitting. This is where pit stops happen, guys. This is where pit stops happen. I did not mean to hit my mic. I just did not see that these guys were going down pit road. It was a pretty slow. Who gets off pit road first? Jeffy Nix, Rashad, Recency. But Jeffy Nix will look like he will come off out of these pit stops in first place. No, Rashad Freeman Jr. got out in front. Oh, little contact between him and Invasive Alien. Rashad Freeman Jr. may have came out second to Jeffy Nix, but Jeffy Nix did not have enough speed to keep up with that 71 behind him in his mirror. So Rashad Freeman Jr. at the end of these pit stops will be at first. We'll let the rest of pit stops happen under commercial, sorry. We'll go to commercial break one last time. This is Texas World 500 live from Texas Motor Speedway. We will be back in a few short moments to bring you the rest of the laps here in today's race.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. give me fire.